Hello, it's Julia Stege, the Magical Marketer, and this is part 5 of Attracting Perfect Customers Online, the Basics. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about the #1 way that I actually attract clients online. And not just any old clients like, oh, I just need a client, whatever, I don't care who they are. No, not like that at all, but the people that really feel fun to be with, we get each other, and in fact, I'm uniquely qualified to serve them. That's the kind of people that I want to attract, and so I figured out a way to attract those people time and time and time again, whether it's from my own list of people or from my friends' lists, or friends or colleagues, or even just randomly online. And this #1 way is by offering, did you guess it yet? Free webinars. So whether you're using webinar or you're using Teleclass format, kind of doesn't matter. What I'm talking about is online classes. I started offering online classes in 2006. I believe is the first time I did it. I might have done it earlier than that, but I remember being really scared. And I'm glad I overcame my fear, because right away I earned thousands of dollars more that year. And when I started, that was when I started doing teleclasses, when I started doing webinars and intensives, where I was training people in branding and attraction marketing. That was when I increased my income by tens of thousands and even doubled my income, because you can use teleclasses and webinars to do groups. One thing you could do is free webinars. Like I said, free webinars are a great way to attract people from all over the internet to a conversation with you, essentially a live conversation with you. And I highly recommend opening the lines and allowing people to interact with you, because that's a way for them to connect with you in a low pressure environment. There's not the pressure right then to buy anything. They just want to know what it's like to interact with you and possibly to work with you. So I like to offer high content webinars on a monthly basis and advertise them throughout my social networks, as well as my email list and through my colleagues. What could you possibly do teleclasses about, or webinars about? Well, it's the same kind of thing as we talked about in the last video about what to blog about. You want to think about what are some issues that your perfect customers are facing, and what would be the first step that you would take with those customers to solve their problem. Why not take a group through that process and offer it to them for free? Generosity is one of the best business principles for attraction. And when you're learning to attract your most perfect customers online, generosity is a definite plus. So sometimes people wonder, well, how much should I really give away? I mean, maybe some of you are generous to a fault. If I know you, you are generous to a fault, right? Because like attracts like. So where do you cut it off? Well, my formula is pretty much keep it to the first step. Go as deeply as you can into that, but keep it at the first step. The other idea I have is to cover all the steps, but only go just like so deep, just a little deep, just enough to let them know what your approach is, and to give them a little bit of new insight into that territory. But don't go all the way in all the steps. That's how you'll make sure you don't give away the farm. There's a lot of things that you can promote through a free webinar. You could promote a teleclass series or webinar series through a webinar, that's very effective. So it's like you've given first class away free, and then the rest of it they would pay for if they want to continue. Or you could simply advertise or offer at the end of your free webinar a private consultation with you. And if you're wanting to increase the number of people that you're connecting with directly, and you're not having enough sales calls lately, that's probably a good way to do it. It's a really easy, fast way to fill your schedule with potential interested clients. So teleclasses and webinars, really great way to attract clients. Also, great way to disseminate information, and a good way to create passive income streams, because every teleclass or webinar that you have, you can record and offer later as a product on your website. And you could create what we call evergreen streams, where you have a free webinar video, and then that video leads into the course, and they take it all on their own, and they just pay you for the course, and then they do it on their own. And that's a great way to help people when you have a lot of followers and you can't serve them all, or if you want to have a lower cost option. So, attracting perfect customers online, the basics, part 5. Offer teleclasses and webinars. Offer them for free, and also offer programs that allow people to work with you at a lower cost to experience what it's like, so that they can make that decision of whether they want to upgrade to work with you privately. Right, my friends? We'll see you in the next video. Go forth and attract.